Oh, I think you can hear me now. Um, hello, everyone. I was just checking if everything is okay. Let me check one more time. Gonna log into my YouTube account, check if you can hear me. Yeah, okay. And I'll make sure music is a little bit lower. Okay. Everything seems to be perfect. Let's start. Welcome to another weekly recap of the trades I made or I could have made. This is September 1st to September 5th. And so, yeah, let's jump right into it. So it's September 1st. Because it was a bank holiday, I did not sit. So I'm just checking if I had sat down, how would the trades have gone. So this is the 5-minute chart of Dow Jones. And I usually sit at 7 o'clock Eastern, which is 14 on my broker, or most of the brokers. Right over here, if I had sat like 5 minutes before, I could have taken this trade, which is, let me see what this one is. I want to delete that one. Never mind. So as you can see, the whole day from like previous, like the start of the day, it had made a triple top and then went down all the way. So a downtrend had started. So here we can see, of course, there is a good gap of a bullish gap, but because this went below this over here and broke this low, and then here also broke this low, we realize that probably, and with this break being a huge gap, creating a huge gap, probably it's going to go down more. So you could enter at the break of this and put your stops over here. I hope it doesn't, I still haven't checked it, or I checked it on Tuesday, but I don't remember now. So you could put the stops here, a 2x over here, and an entry over here. So if I had been here, I would have gotten into to trade on this candle probably, or on this candle. And then this is a TP1, easily going down to TP1. And let's see if the TP2 has been hit. No, not yet. Oh, yeah, and right now TP2 was hit. Here it went up, but it did not activate the 2x for those who wanted to take the 2x. And the reason for that is that this is going back to the break even of those who took this trade in the 1-minute chart. If we look at the 1-minute chart over here, hope I can find it easily. Go forward, yeah, over here. So in the 1-minute chart, you can see that the break is, oh, it's right at the 2x. So yeah, it did not reach that. But yeah, I don't know what this other one is that I have. The TP1 is over there. Oh, it's in the much higher time frames. I should delete that one. Okay, let's go back to the 5-minute time frame, September 1st. So that's one TP2, and with this going down that much, I would assume that it would go down even more than TP2. As you can see, it went down a little bit more, not that much. So TP2 was it. And it's really safe to just go out at TP2. I always try to go out at TP2 because it would be a shame to, you know, be at your TP2 and then not take the profits, secure the profits, and then lose all of it. So don't get too greedy. This strategy that I use mostly gives you the TP2. If the 2x activates, then TP2 would be a TP7 for that and a TP2 for that, so which is TP9, and that's more than enough. I think even TP10 maybe, I'm not sure. Let's quickly check. I can check it right now. Oh, it's a TP5 for this and 2 for that, so it's a TP7 in total, if TP2 hits. I don't know, if you don't understand what I'm saying, then you still have a long way in trading. Anyway, so that would be it probably for that day. As you can see, after the New York starts, there was no New York start because the banks it was a holiday. It did go back up, and one other candle that I usually like to look at is the New York close candle, which is a very important one. This is the New York close candle. It closes at 23. So this one, the top part of this candle, is very important for this day. So as you can see, it's been going around it so many times, and then finally it breaks it over here, probably a pullback, and then it breaks it again. So because there was no New York session that day, there's not much happening. Then going to September 2nd is the day I traded. Let's go to 14. So as you can see, the market has been going down. So if anyone wanted to take a trade, it should have been a sell or a short trade. And you can see here that there is a gap, a very big gap. There are two gaps over here. This first gap, the price did not see the gap at all, and there were like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 candles or 13 candles without any pullbacks. And a pullback is when the next candle breaks the top of or the high of the previous candle. As you can see, none of them broke the high of the previous candle. And there is a huge possibility of the price to go back up here with the stops being here and then going down to TP3 of that probably. But this one also is a huge gap. So I don't remember what trade I took here. Let's see. Oh, it went down again. Oh, this day I took a trade in the 1 minute chart. Let's go to the 1 minute chart. See what's going on. Because the candles were like running away so fast. Okay. As you can see here, there was a trading range over here. Make it bigger a little bit. Okay. Trading range over here, going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then here it broke the trading range, and at the pull back. Remember I said pull back is when the candle breaks the previous high of the or the high of the previous candle. I should have entered on this one. I think I was looking at the 5-minute candles at this time. You can go watch the video again if you want. But then I realized, oh, that would be too late if I wait for the 5-minute candle, because there were two more of those, and this would have probably been the third leg of the spike. So I entered over here, which is at the entry of this, and I don't remember if I exited at TP1 or TP2. So this would have been a trade, and yes, I did enter at TP1. I did exit at TP1, which is a shame. I shouldn't have. And the biggest reason probably that I decided to secure profits here is that the market had been going down so bad, and I was thinking any second it would definitely go up to go to the break even of this place or this spike. So yeah, and also because it did hit a low, like it broke a low over here, and usually after you break a low you need to rest a little bit and then go down. I was thinking maybe I should close here. When it comes back to the break even, I'll enter one more time, or if it goes back to 2x again, I will enter. Yeah, I remember I did think that then. And as you can see, it did come back to the 2x one more time. And if I had put my stops over here, it would not have hit the stops. This is what time? I'm not here, I'm not trading at this time, usually. But as you can see, it did go down so much again, and it would have given me another TP5, TP4, or TP3. See, so a good strategy is the one that the market shows a huge, or respects it, or shows a huge change when it hits the TPs. As you can see here, it did come back to entry and then to 2x. It activated 2x, went down, look where it came back up again. See? TP2. So most of the people, traders, successful traders, would go out at TP2, as I said before. And this would have been TP7, because you entered here and then you entered 2x and 7 TPs. That's more than enough. Yeah, I did take just one trade and I called it a day. Oh no, I did not call it a day. I remember this was way after my usual trading time. I don't know, I just wanted to play with market a little bit more, I guess. So over here, I'm not sure why, but I took a buy. Oh yeah, I remember why. So I took a buy over here. It was not after that. Yeah, I took a buy over here. Look why. I'll show you why. If you go back, remember I said there's a high probability that the price will go back to this and then drop again. And if you go back here, well, I should check that one more time where it is exactly. So this one, yeah. There's a huge spike somewhere before, a couple of days before, right at this point, this spike. And for this spike, this is the entry, or let's say this is the entry level. The entry level that I have here is for the 15-minute candles. This would be the entry, this would be the 2x, and this over here, this would be the stops. And the reason for, or even this could be the entry. And the reason for that is that this is where it broke the structure over here. Like the price broke the structure, and then it jumped up high so much without pullbacks for look how many candles. There is a small little bit of a pullback here, but that would not activate the buys that people would have here, and that's still part of the spike. So let me just bring this down so that we can go back to where we were. So that this would be the entry, and this would be the 2x, and this is the stops. Or, as I said, this could also be the entry. The entry here is the safest one, or the better one, because you're able to take more profit, but the entry here is also fine. Now let's go back to September 2nd and August 25th. Okay, here. Ooh, you see? So, unfortunately, I did not follow my plan. This was my entry. This should have been my 2x. I closed at the 2x. I flipping closed at 2x. And then the price went up. I don't know why, what this one is, but yeah. I took another trade here in the 1 minute candles. Oh, this one I opened and closed probably. Oh, no, I remember. I forgot to move my TP, and it just hit TP immediately and it closed. It was just nothing. Here I took another buy, thinking, oh, it came and activated 2x and went up again. I shouldn't have closed this one. And then I put my stops over here, hit my stops, went all the way up, smashed TP1, smashed TP2. So I could have taken like this trade, like if I had followed my plans and put a trade over here and one at the 2x and let it go, let it be, and put my TPs at TP2, which is again TP7, another TP7 here. See, the strategy works, but you just have to, I don't know, follow it or believe in it, trust it. Anyways, let's go to the next day. The next day, I think I don't remember. Oh yeah. This was a good day. Let's draw a line here. Go back to see. Okay, remember the previous day I said when these happen, it should probably come back to the candle, to the first candle that changed or made a big move. So this is the first candle that made a big move, and this is the second candle. So these are good selling opportunities with the stops right behind that candle. So if I put the stops behind this candle and then put the entry over here, let's see what happens this day. Okay. It seems that it did not activate the 2x. One other thing that sometimes I do is I put the entry at the midpoint of the tail of this candle, or the wick of this candle. So that, see here, it activates it. And then if you do that, it would have been better because your 2x activates as well. Anyways, I wanted to wait for a confirmation. So I did wait for a confirmation. Let's see what I did. Okay, over here. So here I saw that it broke below this. Then, oh, here because of this gap over here, I took a buy and obviously stopped out. I took a 2x over here. So, and then I don't know what this other one is, but I got stopped out over here. Let it be. And then I realized, boo, these candles broken this low, broken this low, this low, this one, and this one. So there's a high probability for the price to go up for those who took a buy at the break of this low and put their stops here to get their TP1 or 2, and also because of what I have here on the previous day, then they would be able to take a TP. So the entry should have been here. I entered sooner because I saw this. I thought most probably it won't go way up high over there and it will just go down. And then, but my stops were behind this. So let me show you how it was. So this was probably what it was like. So this is, it's not the correct place, by the way, to enter. I should have either entered here, and the 2x should have been here, and or I should have entered like based off of the 5-minute candles, which is the entry. The entry is here. Oh, my mouse is playing with me. Okay. Yeah, the entry should have been here, and the 2x, as you can see, is in the right place. Stops over there, and then I close at TP3, which was huge. So TP3 means if I had entered here, that would be TP3 plus a TP7, that is a TP10. And I think I gained gained back all the losses plus some profit that day. All the losses the whole week plus some profits. And which was a good day. Could have waited a bit more even, because I could see that this is clean candles going up, so the price should come down to up to at least here, and it did. I could have put my TPs at TP4 easily, and you can see this is the first place where there is a green candle. See, remember I said this is a good place for the price to go back up with the stops behind this or maybe behind this. Just look what happened. If someone had over here, those, of course there are lots of people who bought over here, or took buys over here, put their stops over here. Let me just draw this. Put their stops over here. Their 2x's got activated. Oh, sorry. Just need to plug in the computer. Okay. Let me erase the other lines and everything. Should be cleaner. Okay. So this would have been the entry, and this is the 2x activated over here, and a TP, what, 3 or 4. You just gotta give me a second, guys. Okay, so yeah, and then the TP1, TP2, TP3 as well. But then again, this is again that big fall, and like every single movement of the price is it has a meaning, it has something. And then again over here, with the stops over here, this is a break. هیچ ربطی نداره 20 دقیقه هم گذشته باشه. خاموش. Okay. And if we go to the 15-minute candle, 15-minute, yeah. Remember I said with that breaking candle, this is the breaking candle. If you put your entry in the middle of the wick and then your 2x and put the stops over here, look how many TPs you got. TP3 exactly, and then all the way back to entry. So this is the structure of the market. You cannot change the structure, and it's like that for every single index, every single crypto coin or share. That's how it works. It's been like that for years, and it does sometimes, because of fundamental news and things like that, change, but that's how it works. And you can always take profit from it. And then again, if you, this is really funny, in one day, so many. So if you look over here again, okay. If you look over here again, because again there was a huge drop without any, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles without any pullbacks. Just the 6th candle had a pullback. Again, you could put your stops in the, like up there, entry the middle of this wick, and as you can see, this is the entry. And how many TPs? TP3 hit, and there is a correction. And some people could say that this, like a lot of people could think that this is the breaking candle. They should have put the entry over here and a 2x over there. Usually when that happens, when there's a huge difference between the stops and the entry, if the 2x activates, TP1 is where you should leave the market. And again, that had happened. So from here onwards, the market decided that it wants to go up again. And let's see where this is. If you go back, let me just put it over here. If you go back, we see this. Remember this? This was when in August 25th, the market made a huge move. So because the overall market is bullish, it cannot give you a lower low. So it has to have a higher low. This is one higher low, and over here, this should be higher than that. As you can see, this is the low. That should be higher than this. And from here on, goes up, 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 all the way up, probably. Yeah, we'll see later. Now, this is the next day. The market over here, let's go see what this is, why I took the cells. Okay, again, because of this huge move down, I decided that sometimes when the market wants to change the trend from like bearish to bullish, when it breaks above one of these lower highs, it has to correct. And how much? Because there are lots of people who take sells right at the high, like above this, put their stops behind the previous high. Maybe the 2x gets activated, maybe not, and then they come out at TP1 or 2. Let's see what happens. So this is entry. This is this is the stops, and we'll go there. Look how it reacts to TPs. So that's entry. See, it hits this, comes down here, then goes up one more time. It doesn't activate the 2x, but look at TP1. It corrects. Then it goes down. It goes a little bit faster, but it then after TP2 it corrects. It doesn't reach TP3. And so, and then again, when it breaks the high of this one, again one more time it gives TP3, gives you TP3, and then it goes up. Anyways, this one was a huge mishap. I don't know, bad luck, because in some, I was looking at some other brokerages, and I did take, so this one, of course, was because this broke the structure, put the stops over here, right behind this, and didn't put the stops up way up there, and took 2 TPs, I think. Yes, TP2 went out. It did go all the way to like more than TP2, TP5. I don't know why I did not. Wait a second. Oh, I do remember this. This was based off of 1 minute. Today's is getting a little bit longer. Maybe even the 5 minutes. remember my TP2 was somewhere right under this, like here somewhere, around here. It did not activate TP2 and went back up and closed with a little bit of profit. Is this it? Let me check. Oh yeah, that's it. Anyways, so this is a gap. Anyone who wanted to enter should have entered here at this candle. Then it went up. Oh, they of course this is stops. They would get stopped out here. But this other one, I shouldn't have gotten stopped out. In some brokerages, it did not get stopped out. In my brokerage, it did. I even put the stops a little bit above this, thinking that it might come to this line or close to that line. Anyways, I did enter here, got stopped out at the top point of the candle, and then it went down to TP2, or which would have been TP7 for me, because I entered over here, or TP5, sorry. Then based on this move, I took two other sells, again got stopped out on both of them. So this was a terrible day for me. Terrible day. I think overall on this day, I lost 2%. See, so many losses, like one loss here, two losses over here. Of course, I never go in a trade which is more than, oh, this is not that bad, not even 2%. I took a little bit over 0.5% here, lost the same, a little bit even less than that over here, and here I lost how much? For example, oh, no, just 1%. I lost 1% on this day. Then called it a day. Said, heck with it. This was terrible. Terrible decision to make, because this was at around TP7 of something. I decided that the market needs to rest, give you a pullback, but market does not listen to what you say or what you think. Took a sell over here, got stopped out. This was a big one. So overall, yeah, and this one was like a little bit of a profit. Overall, it was like 1.7 or 1.5% loss on this day, which is okay. This is the 5th Friday. Was a good day. Where are my trades? Oh yeah, I did not want to trade because of the previous day loss, and I was looking at the, like I woke up a little bit later, looking at the chart, didn't like, so I woke up late, so I missed this one. There was news here, and I don't trade news. Then over here, I thought, oh, this is a good opportunity because the price has reached this. Remember I said when there is a gap usually, and if the price hasn't seen or filled that gap before, the next time it sees it, it will go back and give you some profit. So I did take a sell over here. This was a risky one, very risky one, because you never know how much up or how much higher it would go. And I did take it based off of the 1 minute chart. I should have put my stops over here, not over there. But let's see. Okay. Look what happened. So one over here, one cell. Then I took another cell over here. And then it went up. So I was thinking that this would, the price would respect this dynamic resistance and would go down from here. So I took another cell here. Should have taken the other one also at the 2x for more profit. Anyways, it did go down. I put my TP at TP2 of those who entered at the right place, not myself. So the right place would have been right above this candle. So if we move this above this candle, put my TPs here, went all the way down, took my, gave me my profit, which was almost 3%, 2.5%, more than 2.5%. And look what happened with the New York Open. This is the New York Open candle. Yeah, so that was the day. And remember, oh, this day, this candle and this one was the one that broke the all-time high of Dow or US 30. So remember I said after each breaking of a high, then there will be a rest or a pullback or something of some sorts. And you can see this huge candle. If someone wanted to risk at the break of this candle, would put the entry, and the stops in the back there, of course, like after you see this drop. Stops back up there. So it does activate a 2x and 3 TPs easily, 4, 5. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so badly. That was the week. Thank you very much. I hope you learned something. Have a good day. Bye.